I believe everyone is unique. I'm not sure I necessarily qualify as such, but I think where my story is probably different is my upbringing and my background. So I was born in a very small city in the south of Russia. In my 17 years abroad, you are the second person I meet who knows the name of it. So it's not Moscow, it's not St. Petersburg. It's a small city. I grew up in a tiny flat of 30 square meters with 7 family members in a 1-bedroom flat, which, by Soviet standards was fairly normal. And we managed to have a dog, a cat, and a parrot. So, by no means was it something that I think back, and I'm not necessarily sure how we've done it, but we've done it for many, many years. None of my parents had university degrees, and so nothing kind of predicted for me to be here in London having the career that I was lucky to have. And I definitely didn't think that my dreams and my ambitions could be materialized. So I think what it taught me is probably 2 things. One is extraordinary sense of resilience. I don't really take no for an answer. And I don't believe that, there are many things that are impossible. So I think I was always very determined and very resilient because I always knew that nothing was going to be given to me on a silver platter. And I think the second thing is, having lived through all of this stuff, having lost my father very young, is being able to put things into perspective and maintain a little bit of a positive attitude. Because when you realize when you live through turbulent family times or difficult economic times in my country, job stress is not really stress per se. So I think sort of that resilience and positive attitude coming from that upbringing has been probably instrumental in my life. For starters, I think my mother and my grandmother, they're both incredible women. Beyond their smarts, they're also incredibly street smart. They've got very, very high emotional intelligence. They're incredibly strong and powerful. They've carried a lot on their shoulders throughout our lives, and I think they've been extraordinarily positive examples for me of what it's like to be a woman in a big sense of the word. And then throughout my career, everywhere I've been, from JP Morgan to TPG to Atomico to now Dawn, I have been surrounded by fantastic people who were willing to be my mentors. Interestingly enough, a lot of those people, there's probably one uniting thread rather than a difference, which is they all have gone through some sort of difficult story, or perhaps it was their upbringing, or perhaps it was some sort of a battle that they had to go through to achieve where they've been. And being able to share that with them and learn from their journey has been truly incredible. So yeah, they all had very different paths, but they clearly has helped me with mine. There was this Harvard Business Review study actually that finally managed to quantify that having diverse teams does help you perform better and does help you drive innovation. So I think it is critical to make teams and companies more diverse. It seems illogical that even from a perspective of women in finance or in any industry, that half of the world's population is not represented. It is just beyond logic. Now, how can you become more diverse? How you encourage businesses? Well, it is about having a more diverse pipeline, about broadening your horizon when you think of candidates, of who is a good fit and who could succeed in any given firm. And that's probably step number 1. Now, I think that step is more easily accomplished. I do believe there are wonderful women from all sorts of backgrounds that can join all sorts of businesses. And we do change our career frequently in life, so I think that's absolutely doable. What is probably a bit more critical from my perspective is retaining those women or retaining those diverse candidates and making them progress in their career, which is a lot harder to do. And that comes to policies of flexible work, of maternity and paternity leave, of maybe evaluating people differently and helping them progress in their career to reach new heights. Because that, I think, for me is a real gap and a real challenge.